Chosen one. Hear this in your spirit, the plan has already begun. This is not an accident. If these words have found you right here, right now, it is because the God who formed you in your mother's womb has arranged this encounter with intent and precision. Heaven is not careless. Heaven is not casual. Nothing about this moment is coincidence. There is a decree echoing from the throne of God over your life. I have made my decision. When the Lord decides, it is final. No demon in hell, no opposition in the natural, no delay, no gossip, no betrayal, no human opinion can overturn what He has already sealed. For the gifts and the calling of God are without repentance, Romans 11:29. He does not change His mind about you, chosen one. Let this sink into your spirit. The plan has already started. The shift is already in motion. The spiritual dominoes have already fallen. What you have been sensing, what you have been feeling in the secret places of your heart, is not imagination. It is heaven moving, and God is not going to turn back. This is the beginning of the manifestation you have been crying out for in the midnight hour. This is the start of the season you have fasted for, wept for, prayed for, suffered through, and still did not let go of your faith. This is the divine movement that you felt was coming but could never quite put into words. The things you thought were stuck, frozen, or dead are about to move, breathe, and live again. Listen carefully. Your name has been released into a higher realm of favor. Your footsteps are being redirected by the hand of the Lord. Your atmosphere is being rearranged. Your path is being cleared. Your enemies are being scattered. Your blessings are being accelerated. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to give you a future and a hope, Jeremiah 29:11. That promise is not distant. It is unfolding, but this moment requires awareness, because when God initiates a plan, the spiritual climate shifts. Not everyone around you can handle that shift. Not everyone around you is meant to go where you are going. Some people cannot cross into this new chapter with you. Some environments cannot hold the weight of the glory that is about to rest on your life. Some connections will begin to loosen and fall off, not because you are unloving, but because God is elevating you to a place they are not assigned to follow. And you, chosen one, you were made for this. You were wired for this. You were forged for this. Your spirit has been stretched, refined, tested, purified, and prepared for this exact divine moment. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion, Philippians 1:6. You are standing in the middle of that completion process. Before we journey deeper into this prophetic word, pause for a moment and do 3 simple things. Not for an algorithm, not for vanity, but as an act of agreement in the Spirit. Like this video, as a sign that you are saying yes to what God is doing. That simple act pushes this word into the paths of other chosen ones whose breakthroughs are also rising to the surface. Subscribe so that you stay connected to a stream of words that align you with heaven's timing. And in the comments, write the number 99. Why 99? Because 99 represents completion, alignment, and transition into the one more step of destiny. When you type 99, you are not just posting a number. You are making a declaration in the spiritual realm. Lord, I am ready. I agree. Let your plan be fulfilled in my life. Write the vision. It awaits its appointed time. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. Habakkuk 2-3. You are saying, I am in agreement with your appointed time. If this word truly belongs to you, if you really are one of the chosen ones, something in your spirit will not let you click away. There will be a pull, a stirring, a tug deep inside that says, stay. Keep listening, this is for you. Your soul recognizes when heaven is speaking directly to it. But if you are not ready to receive, if you are not ready to be stretched, challenged, and accelerated, you will not make it to the end of this message. Not everyone can handle divine acceleration. For those who remain, for those who listen all the way through, for those whose spirits are saying Amen even when the mind is unsure, your life will not come out of this moment unchanged. Something is going to shift in you, around you, and through you. Listen to what heaven is already doing. From the depths of glory, a decision has gone forth concerning your life. God has spoken, and his decision is unchangeable. There is a divine certainty moving in your direction that cannot be shaken by fear, doubt, or the limitations of human logic. What you have been waiting for, praying for, and hoping for has already been stamped, signed, and sealed in the heavenly realms. This is not a maybe. This is not a we will see. This is not if everything works out just right. Your next season is not tentative. It is appointed. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. The time for certain doors, assignments, and alignments in your life has arrived. God's voice has gone out over your situation. When he speaks, the foundations tremble. The walls that once kept you boxed in are starting to shake because heaven's power has stepped into your story. You may still feel confusion. You may feel impatience. You may look around and think nothing has changed yet. But what you are seeing is only the shadow of what is already in motion. Understand this clearly. Nothing you see in the natural can stop what God has decreed in the Spirit. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. Even if doors close, even if people disappoint you, even if situations seem to deteriorate before your eyes, his plan is not bowing to any of that. His plan is marching forward step by step, second by second. With unstoppable force, your breakthrough is not built on your strength alone. It isn't hanging by the thread of your perfection. It is upheld by the decree of a God who never loses. Your faith is not just a wish. Your faith is your yes to a reality heaven has already established. Right now, without your awareness, God is working behind the scenes with supernatural speed. What looked like stagnation was actually preparation. What felt like delay was God arranging the stage so that when the curtain lifts, everything is in its exact place. Heaven does not move according to human clocks. But when heaven moves, it moves with a velocity that can feel sudden, intense, and overwhelming. Imagine a river held back by a dam. The water behind it looks still, quiet, almost lifeless. But beneath the surface, pressure is building. Then, in one moment, the barrier breaks. The water surges forward. Nothing can hold it back. That is what is happening with the plans of God over your life. He is orchestrating events, shifting circumstances, dissolving wrong connections, strengthening right ones, all to align perfectly with your destiny. The acceleration you are about to experience is not random. It is precise. It is strategic. It is life-altering. Do not be alarmed by the speed. Do not be shaken by the rapid changes. The very obstacles that once looked impossible are being dismantled in real time. Doors that felt sealed shut are unlocking one after another. Pathways that were hidden are being revealed. False doors are closing to protect you. The forces that tried to derail your calling are being exposed and canceled. No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. The plan has already begun, and heaven is moving faster than your mind can keep up with. Resist the urge to micromanage this process. Resist the temptation to explain every twist and turn. Every closed door, every sudden disappointment, every season of isolation you faced was part of an unstoppable shift. Those moments were not punishment. They were recalibration. God was shifting you out of what was misaligned so that he could place you in what was ordained. Even your enemies are being woven into this design, not to destroy you, but to highlight the favor on your life. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Genesis 50:20. What they planned for your downfall, God is turning into a platform. You may feel turbulence right now. You may sense chaos, confusion, disruption, and think, why is my life shaking like this? These are not random storms. These are divine storms. God is not trying to drown you. He is purifying you, protecting you, and propelling you. Sometimes the Lord allows the winds to blow, just to remind you that He is the anchor of your soul. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Isaiah 43:2, the storm reveals the strength of the one holding you. Think of a blacksmith working with molten metal. The fire does not destroy the metal. The hammer is not there to break it. The combination of heat and pressure is what gives it shape, strength, and purpose. That is what is happening in your life. The pressure you feel is preparation. The tension you feel is transformation. You are not being crushed. You are being crafted. These divine disruptions are severing you from hidden snares, false alliances, and dangerous comforts. There are people, places, and patterns that look safe, but were actually traps. Without realizing it, you may have trusted atmospheres and relationships that could not carry the weight of your assignment. So God is pulling you out gently but firmly, even while you still think, why is this happening? Doors are closing because they were never truly yours. Some voices are going silent because they should never have had that much influence over your heart. God sees what you cannot see. His awareness stretches beyond the visible. Be grateful, even through the confusion. What could have ended in heartbreak, collapse, or spiritual derailment is being redirected right now into alignment. There are seasons when everything feels still. People stop calling. Opportunities dry up. Plans freeze. Heaven seems silent. You begin to wonder, did I miss it? Is God ignoring me? But what you call stagnation is often divine protection. Like a loving parent pulling a child away from a hot stove. The restraint might feel harsh, but it is mercy. God is placing boundaries around you. He is blocking you from choices that look appealing, but are lethal to your destiny. He is saying, do not go there. Do not settle for that. Do not step through that door. Therefore, what you perceive as rejection is often redirection. What you interpret as a setback is a safeguard. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5-6. He is straightening your path while you are still trying to understand the map. This divine shutdown has surgical accuracy. It cuts away distractions. It exposes hidden dangers. It clears your path. Resist the urge to force doors open that God has clearly closed. Resist the habit of chasing what God is already removing. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is to stand still and let Him be God in this season. Expect exposure. Things that looked stable may begin to shake. People who promised loyalty may reveal their true intentions. Situations that appeared trustworthy may suddenly crumble. Don't panic. This is the veil lifting. God is revealing what was hidden behind smiles, words, and appearances. This is not to shame you, it is to save you. Revelation is a gift. It may hurt, but it helps. It protects your peace. It preserves your destiny. It stops you from building your future on foundations that would collapse under pressure. Use this time wisely. Reevaluate your circle. Reevaluate your habits. Reevaluate where your energy, time, and emotions are going. The next chapter of your life requires clarity, discernment, and alignment. Only what is genuine will remain. Everything counterfeit will fall away. Maybe lately you have felt numb, tired in your soul, emotionally drained, like your passion quietly faded. It might feel like something is wrong with you. But what if this is not a curse, but a covering? There are times when God quiets your internal world on purpose. He allows a holy stillness to come over your emotions, not to paralyze you, but to protect you. Like a soldier who rests before a major battle, Your spirit is being sedated from certain distractions so you do not waste your strength on the wrong fights. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Psalm 23:2. That stillness is not weakness. It is preparation in the quiet. God is doing heart surgery. He is healing places you stopped talking about. He is aligning your thoughts, your desires, your motives. He is getting you ready to withstand what is coming, not as a victim, but as a victor. When that spiritual numbness lifts, you will not come back the same. You will wake up sharper, more focused, more aware of what is God and what is not. There are people who have exited your life who were not dismissed by accident. Some departures were heaven's intervention. Someone you trusted may have unconsciously become a doorway for negativity, compromise, or spiritual attack. Their presence in your inner circle opened you up to warfare you were never supposed to carry. So God, in His mercy, removed them. It hurt. It confused you. It triggered loneliness. But behind that pain was protection. The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in. Psalm 121:8. Release the bitterness. Release the constant replaying of what happened. Those who left made room for who and what is truly meant to stay. Not everyone has the capacity to walk beside you into destiny. God is rewriting your story in ways you cannot fully see yet. Delays, disappointments, and years you thought were wasted are being woven into a new narrative. You were certain some chapters were the end, but in heaven's script they were only prologues. I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. What you thought was over is being reassigned overnight. Alignment can happen. The call you have been waiting for, the opportunity you thought you missed, the clarity you begged God for. These can arrive in a moment, not because you deserved it more today than yesterday, but because the appointed time has come. It may feel disorienting as relationships shift, locations change, and patterns are disrupted. But every disruption is direction. Picture a chessboard. God is moving pieces you did not even know were in play. He is setting up wins you could never strategize for yourself. The rapid reassignment is not chaos. It is precision. You are not lost in it. You are being placed. There comes a moment when God says, "Enough. You tried it your way. Now let me take over." You have pushed, planned, hustled, and exhausted yourself trying to make things happen. Now, heaven is stepping in as driver. This is not the time to grab the wheel back. This is the time to surrender fully. What you have been striving for, He is now orchestrating supernaturally. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Not passive, not careless, but still with trust. There will be sudden turns. There will be closed doors that do not make sense. There will be divine detours that feel like delays, but are actually shortcuts in disguise. The master artist is blending colors on the canvas of your life, and up close, it may look messy. But from heaven's view, it is a masterpiece. Get ready for a seismic shift. The change coming is not mild. It is not subtle. It is not something you can hide. It will be obvious, undeniable, like a shockwave that rearranges the landscape. Relationships will change. Environments will change. Even how you see yourself will change. You will look back and say, life before this moment and life after this moment are not the same. This shockwave is purifying what is false and elevating what is true. It will bring clarity where confusion lived for years. It will bring freedom to places you thought you would always be bound. It will bring favor to areas where you only knew delay. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. The new thing is not theory. It is springing forth. Do not cling to old patterns just because they are familiar. Comfort can be a cage. God is breaking the cage. He is dismantling what cannot go with you so that He can construct what you actually prayed for. There are situations, relationships, and environments that were secretly designed to drain you, distract you, and destroy your purpose. You did not see it clearly, but heaven did. So God is acting as your rescuer. There is a supernatural extraction taking place. You are being pulled away from danger you did not know was waiting. You are being repositioned from vulnerability into covering. This may come with discomfort. It may feel like losing. It may feel like walking through a wilderness without a map. But every twist, every sudden shift, every no is part of this rescue. Nothing that would derail your destiny will be allowed to stick. The Lord will go before you and be your rear guard. Isaiah 52:12. He surrounds you. This is not just survival. It is preparation for breakthrough. Sometimes the highest favor is not being seen. While warfare is swirling all around, God hides you in plain sight. Your name may not be trending. Your life may look quiet. But in the spiritual realm there is raging activity as heaven builds a hedge around you. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. In the shadow you are hidden, not forgotten. Hidden, not ignored, protected. Moses was hidden. Joseph was hidden. David was hidden in fields before he was ever called to a throne. Like them, you are in a strategic hiding place. Use this season to grow deeper, not louder. Strengthen your foundations. Deepen your worship. Sharpen your discernment. Because when the appointed time comes for you to step out, it will be evident that the hand of God, and not human promotion, lifted you. The waiting is not endless. The preparation is not pointless. The moment of divine activation is approaching. What God has begun in your story is unstoppable, unshakable, and irreversible. The countdown on your old season is hitting 0. Heaven is engaging fully with your assignment. There is no retreat, only forward movement. What once felt like random pain is now revealing its purpose. Doors are opening that no man can shut. Behold, I have set before you an open door which no one is able to shut. Revelation 3:8. Alliances are forming that you did not chase. Your path is lighting up step by step with the presence of God. Your hands no longer have to hold everything together. Your job is not to control, but to obey. Your faith is your agreement. Your obedience is your power. Step into this with confidence and awe. The storms you have endured did not drown you. They trained you. The battles did not destroy you. They revealed who fights for you. Not every door is meant to stay open. In this season, God is actively shutting pathways that do not serve your calling. What once looked golden may now feel heavy. What once seemed perfect may now feel wrong. Do not mourn every closed door as failure. See it as pruning. Every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes that it may bear more fruit. John 15:2. He is trimming so that you can flourish. Each door that shuts is heaven saying, trust me, this is not for you. The doors that remain, the ones that stay open, are the ones graced for you. These are the avenues that will carry you into influence, fulfillment, and impact. Do not force what God has finished. Do not chase what God has replaced. Now hear this. What used to take years will begin to happen in what feels like moments. There is a supernatural acceleration on your life. Calls, connections, resources, ideas, and promotions will converge faster than you thought possible. This is not luck. This is not luck at all. This is alignment with divine timing. God is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. You are stepping into the more than you ask season, but acceleration requires preparation. You must be ready internally to handle what is about to arrive externally. Courage will be necessary. Bold obedience will be required. God is releasing blessings you cannot yet see: spiritual strength, emotional healing, restored relationships, unexpected financial provision, new opportunities. They are already in transit. Just because the natural is quiet does not mean the spiritual is still. These blessings are not only to meet your needs, but to lift your life, enlarge your capacity, and extend your influence for kingdom purposes. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6-9. Your due season is closer than you think. The tears you shed, the prayers you whispered, the sacrifices no one saw have not gone unnoticed. There is also justice moving in your favor. Every plot, every whisper, every attempt to sabotage your path is being addressed in the courts of heaven. Those who manipulated, lied, or tried to block you are not your responsibility. God is dismantling their strategies. What they built against you will collapse under the weight of truth. Do not pursue revenge. Do not waste energy fighting battles God has already won for you. The Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent. Exodus 14:14. Your focus is obedience and purity. Heaven's focus is justice and vindication. You will see those schemes unravel while your path becomes clearer and brighter. Your story will become a testimony of how God elevates those who keep their hearts surrendered. God is not just rescuing you, He is raising you. He is lifting you into realms of influence where your words will matter. Your presence will shift atmospheres, and your obedience will unlock doors for others. Your story will encourage those who felt forgotten. Your resilience will speak to those who feel like giving up. Influence is coming, but it is not about fame, it is about assignment. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. God is placing you on a hill not to glorify you, but to shine through you. Walk in humility, walk in integrity. Use every open door as a chance to reflect His heart. Suddenly, new openings will appear. Conversations you never expected. Invitations you never sought, platforms you did not chase. When these doors open, walk through them with faith, not fear. Do not talk yourself out of what you prayed yourself into. When heaven opens a door, it comes with grace to walk through it. For too long, invisible chains tried to define your life. Chains of fear that told you to shrink. Chains of doubt that told you you were not enough. Chains of toxic cycles and relationships that drained you. Chains of shame and regret. Right now, those chains are being broken by the authority of Jesus. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. That freedom is not a concept, it is your reality. Chosen one, breathe this in. You are stepping into a season of divine shift, divine protection, divine acceleration, divine justice, and divine favor. What God has started in your life is not fragile. It is not uncertain. It is not on trial. It is settled, so agree with Him. Align your words with His promises. Let go of what He is removing. Honor what He is revealing. Walk through what He is opening. And as you do, you will look back and realize nothing was wasted. Nothing was random, and every step, even the painful ones, were guiding you into this very moment. Your divine shift has arrived. If this prayer touched your spirit, share what this message unlocked in you, because your words may become someone else's breakthrough. Speak your desires, write them down, proclaim them, and then believe, if you haven't already. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, not just to support, but to stay connected to the flow, encouragement, and truth. We are building a community of believers who know that faith isn't fantasy, it is power. This space was created for your growth, your healing, and your alignment with heaven. New messages like this are waiting just around the corner, and you don't want to miss what comes next. Your peace is rising. Your power is unfolding, and your story, it is just beginning to shine. Stay anchored, stay alert, stay chosen. The journey from this moment forward will not always be easy, but it will be holy, it will be purposeful, and it will be worth it. You were born for this. Amen.